I'm going to come on and just do a stamp one sheet wonder for you. Also, apologies for the lighting. My bulb, you know, the other day I was saying, oh, my bulb is flickering, it's on the blink. Yeah, it went yesterday during a class. So I've had to revert to this light thing that's got a clip on it, and I'm just going to clip this here and hope that that's enough light for you to just about see what I'm doing. It's just not as bright as my normal lighting. Anyway, welcome. So my name is Ruth. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and basically all the products here, all the products I'm using are from a company called Stampin' Up! And I've been using their products now for over 10 years. Actually, it's coming up to 11 years since I've been a demonstrator, but I've been using their products longer than that. So here we have the gorgeous flowing flowers. I've got to get that out. I've got to say that properly, haven't I? And although it's a really lovely stamp set to use just as is, I do like mixing it with other things. So what I'm going to do is stamp these florals in a light colour, and then I want to put additional things over the top of it. So I'm thinking of stamping some of these lovely flowers over the top. So in effect, what I'm doing is using these flowers as a kind of a textural base. Textural base? I think I'm saying that correctly. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing. Right, let me just call up my video on my computer so I can see your lovely comments. Hello everybody. A quick hello to everyone. Hi Vicky, Sally, Cindy, Valerie, Janine, Lisa, how many Cindy's have we got? Cindy Schultz and Cindy Sawyer. 2 Cindy S's. Hi Anne. Hi Jan. Hi Anne and Jan. Anne, Jan, Janine and Jan. Oh no, that's Jan twice. Dina, Monica. Hello, Sue LeBlanc. Hello, Cynthia Ford, Darlene, Margaret, Heidi Selinsky. Hi, Ruthie. Hello. Hi, Sandra. Hello. Hi, Martina. Lovely to see you all. Hi, Elizabeth. Right, so let's go for some pale colours. And I am thinking, pale papaya is pretty light. And also a bit petal pink. Oh, and some saffron. Should we go for those initially, and see where that takes us? And you know, I've not really got a massive plan. All I thought was let's stamp these first, and then go from there. So I'll just make sure my desk is paper's clean. So I'll stamp that. Yeah, this light is casting a bit of a shadow towards me, isn't it? But anyway, if I move fast enough, hopefully it won't impact too much. So I'm stamping these flowers in a sort of rotation of thirds, so that I end up with a nice kind of posy of them, really. And just going to sort of fill the gap a little bit over here and pop a couple there. I'm just starting. Yes, I'm just starting. Hi, Debbie Jungling. Hi, Darlene. Hi, Millie. Hi, Heidi Shaw. Lovely to see you. Oh, I'm just filling spaces now. I don't even know why I'm filling spaces, because I've still got other stamps to go in here. Anyway, I was feeling the love for it. Okay, so before I get started on this flower, I just want to explain I have cut into this flower. So this stamp comes from Stampin' Up! As a whole stamp, but to make it a little bit more usable for the style of stamping that I do, I've actually cut it into 4 pieces, so that you can kind of see there. So that flower is from that section. Right, I'm just going to sit down for a second. Hi Nessa. Hi, nice to see you. Right, this is, what's this? Petal Pink. Yes, this is Petal Pink. ink that up well. I think I've re-inked this recently actually, so it should be nice and juicy. So I'm gonna see if I can do second generation. Oh no, maybe not. It's not very bright, the second generation, so might not be doing that too often. No, let's just do full strength. I think I could probably do it with Pale Papaya, do second generation, but I don't think I can do it with this one. Okay. So this layer, so this is what I would call a first layer of stamping. I don't feel like I need to be too precise. I'm just getting some of that colour down. I'm not overly worried about which direction the flowers are going in or whatever, because I just want to get the colour down. And I like just having that sort of bit of texture there in the background. Okay. There we go. Right, let's bring in... Hi, Carolee. I can imagine Heidi Selinsky going, stamp surgery, yay. Let's cut off the stamps. Oh, dear. Right, so this is the Papaya. Ooh, it's a little bit more orange than the Petal Pink. So Petal Pink is sort of very pale, kind of peachy colour. And Pale Papaya, or when I say peach, no, what do I mean? Yes, very, very pale peach, whereas Pale Papaya, it's got sort of peachy overtones, but it is definitely more orangey than pink. But then Petal Pink, I would say, is more peach than Blushing Bride. So it's all about context, really. So seeing them next to each other is very interesting. But quite nice with the Saffron. And I do appreciate the colours are probably not coming over as well with this lighting. Oh, hold on, let me just press this button. Oh, has that made it a bit better? I forgot about that. So, so that's off, on, brighter. Hey, there we go. That's better. That's better. That's better. Feeding curry to a sheep reduces the amount of methane in it by 40%. Martina, where did you find that out? Yeah, no, Flowing Flowers hasn't carried over, but you can still buy it, can't you, Sandra? So if you're watching this and you're one of Sandra's customers, please order Flowing Flowers, because I told you. Not because Sandra told you, because Ruth told you. And if you're one of my customers, please remember that this goes at the end of June. So if you like what I make with this stamp set and you feel it would make a good addition to your collection, or maybe you're starting in stamping, this would make a very good addition or starting point. Right, Happiness Abounds. So what could we stamp over the top? What colours do you think we should go for over the top of this? I want something darker than what I've already used. Now, do we want to go with a bit of a contrast, or do we want to go this sort of within this colour sort of families? So let me just look at the colour wheel. So we're dancing around this area here, the yellow, orange, red, orange section, but with a mixture of white in it. So we've gone, you know, a bit of Saffron and the peaches down here. So technically, a darker version of all these would be these up here, which would be, you know, your Daffodil Delight, Crushed Curry, Mango Melody, Pumpkin Pie, and then if we want to, we can go towards the reds and maybe stamp some red over it. Or do we want to go for something a little bit opposite, which would be, so opposite this section here, you've got the blues and the blue greens. So what do you fancy? Something a bit zingy? Or shall we just stick with the oranges and reds? So just type in the chat, oranges and reds or blues. And then, oh, hi CJ. I had to hot foot it over from a Jennifer Maguire Magical Powders hot foil replay. Oh, wow. I'm very honoured. Hi, Susan. Crushed curry mango. We don't use those a lot. Oh, Jan says blues. Heidi says red. Oh, I know what. To keep you all happy, I'm going to split it. I feel like Solomon cutting up the baby. No, he didn't cut the baby. Sorry, he didn't cut the baby. He suggested he was going to cut the baby. Who knows that story in the Bible? It's very, very interesting story of yeah, I'll tell it in a second. Hold on. Let me grab the inks. Real red. So we can go real red and a bit of pumpkin. Or we go for the new colours. Orchid and Starry Sky. Should we do that? Yay! Yeah, so the story goes that there are these two women and they each have children, little babies. And in the night, one of the mothers accidentally rolls onto the baby and sadly the child dies. And so her friend basically then, that lady whose child died, steals her friend's child and says that that's her child, and they're arguing about whose baby is who. So they go to Solomon, who was renowned for being a very wise king, very, very, and it was interesting because he asked God for wisdom. So, and that's what God blesses him with, wisdom. And so they go to court, and they go to the king, and they explain the situation, saying, well, it's my baby, and the other one's like, no, it's my baby. Oh, no. So it says, fine, if you're both saying it's your baby, then bring the baby here. I'll just chop the baby in half and you can have half each. And so of course the real mother of the child says, oh, because of course it's her child and she doesn't want the baby to die, says, it's okay, she can have the child because she doesn't want the baby to die. And so King Solomon says, right, that baby is yours then, because you were willing to give up that child, because you have you love that child. Anyway, that just cutting up the paper reminded me of that story. Oh dear. Oh, Martina. I'm sorry that happened to you, but that's kind of Stampin' Up. Right. Hi, Annie. Hi, Ivy. Okay, so I'm thinking, shall we stamp this over the top of this one? I didn't mean to get so inky. Let me just clean that off because that's going to annoy me. Silly me. I pushed down too hard in that ink pad. Oh, and look, I've managed to spray red splatter on my design. Oh, well, there we go. Hi, Claire Mac. Right, I'll try not to be so firm in my pushing down. You really don't need to be. Just sort of place the stamp on and tap very gently. Okay, so I'm stamping the real red over the top of anywhere that I stamped the yellow, the Saffron flower. And as I said, I'm not, with that first layer, and I'm the same with the second one, I'm not being super strict, like, oh, I've got to get it exactly over. It's just roughly. I like that. That's turned out really fun. Yes, they sometimes they can be a bit, not, some juicy and some not so. Don't waste the ink though. Just get a bone folder and squish it over a little bit and just use that one side. Oh, that's an interesting story, Martin. Yes, indeed. Just reading Sandra's comment about that stamp set. Yeah, I think we'd all would have liked a bit longer with it, but we'll just make the most of it while it's with us. Okay, so this rose now, I'm trying to pop this over where I stamped the petal pink. So pumpkin pie, petal pink. And they're making very happy buddies, in my opinion. Very happy together. No, this is half an A4, Jodie. I started with an A4, but I've cut it in half because no one could decide. No, I'm joking. No, it wasn't about that. I said, would you like me to stamp red and oranges on one or blues? And some people said red and some people said blue. So I said, right, let's just chop it in half then. That's fine. Okay, no, I don't need to do that anymore. See, I'm wondering, see, I was going to go in with this flower. I'm wondering whether to go in with this one. I think that would be okay. Just go in with that. Maybe with the red again. Or Poppy Parade. I know, we'll go a little bit lighter. Go for a bit of Poppy. Hi, Phoebe. Hi, Kelly. Oh, thank you, Judy. Harmon. That's a kind thing to say. Oh, now somebody left a comment. I don't know if it was you, Judy. Somebody left a very sweet comment asking me if I was ever going to apply for the artisan design team. And I probably have been asked that before, so I'll answer it publicly here. Yes, I have considered it. And I'm trying to think if I ever did apply. I know I have thought about it, and I have spoken to various people about it. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to presume that they would ever choose me, but I haven't applied because I've spoken to people who have been on it, and it is quite a big commitment in terms of what you have to create throughout the year to help promote Stampin' Up! Products. And unfortunately, I am just not disciplined enough with my time to be able to say that I will have enough time to do that. I'm just about, you know, keeping my business going and, you know, caring for my family and being involved in other things that I'm involved in my life, that I just don't feel that I probably could do the best job. I think if circumstances changed where one, I was a bit more of an organized person, so, you know, or I got into some sort of a bit more of a routine with my business, then I probably could work it in somehow. But at the moment, my priority in my life is to kind of be supportive to my husband and his role in what he does, and be available for people in my immediate life, if that makes sense, without going into too much detail. And I'm really fortunate that at the moment my business slots into that, and I've been able to develop, you know, this YouTube presence, which is absolutely fantastic. But I know that if for whatever reason I had to come on one night and go, sorry guys, I can't, I've got, you know, something's come up, I can't, you know, I can't do a live. I know that most of you will probably be here tomorrow instead, and be quite happy to come back again tomorrow and not leave me, not unsubscribe. So anyway, yeah, those are just my thoughts on it right now. But yeah, it's very sweet of you to suggest it. Okay, so that was the reds. We'll move on to the blues. The blue. Thanks, Kelly Rose. Right, is that? There we go. Right, so this is the Starry Sky. Starry, starry, starry. No, is that the words? Is that the song? Have I got that wrong? Or is it Starry, Starry Night? Starry, Starry Night. Ooh, this will be interesting. I'll put a poll up when I've done these to see which ones you guys prefer. Hi, Heather. Sorry, from Artful Stampin on WhatsApp. Yeah, for some reason it's being a bit of a pain, my WhatsApp. Yeah, I don't know what I've done, but even I don't seem to be getting them. I know it sounds really weird because I have on my PC the WhatsApp program on my PC, so that when my phone is near my PC, it picks up my WhatsApp messages, and normally I'd send the message out and it would go ding, you know, I'd see it on my computer. Well, the last 2 times I've done it, it's not done that. And people have said, oh, I haven't had the notification. So I'm really sorry about that. I'm going to have to do a bit of research and figure out what is going on. I mean, apparently, eventually it does come through. Oh, Shaz's came through. Oh, okay. Ah. That song is about Van Gogh. Yeah, yes, I think I may have heard that before. Oh, is it Phoebe's birthday now? Oh, happy birthday, Diane. Phoebe, were you 21 again? My eyes are closing. Oh, Dagmar, take care. Sleep well. Actually, I'm surprised Martina's here. Her eyes were closing the other night. Martina, did you get your nap? Oh, your pin came through, Lisa. Well, mine didn't. My ping didn't come through. Well, I did receive a very, very nice package in the post today, containing some Australian delicacies, and so some delicacies that I can get here too. So I've proceeded to start eating all the things that I can actually get here. So those are nearly all gone, and then I'm going to make a start on the Australian delicacies, you know, in due course. So when I speak of delicacies, it's mainly chocolate. So yes, I've had a lovely parcel with some Tim Tams and a cherry ripe, which I have never had before. Where's that box gone? Oh, where's it gone? Oh, here it is. Yes, I've never had a cherry ripe before, and I think these were being discussed over Christmas when we had this Christmas Zoom. So, yeah, we don't get these in the UK, even though it's Cadbury's. So I'm very much looking forward to this. Thank you, that person, you know who you are, for sending it to me. Is there usually another mini catalogue? Yes, July. Heidi Selinsky. I like saying that. Selinsky. Yes, and we as demonstrators are going to be viewing it. Now, usually Vicky is very good on her dates of when things are coming out. Vicky, step in. When are we going to see the new autumn winter mini? Well, they've stopped calling it the autumn winter or whatever mini. They now call it the July to December mini. Oh, there's a dark chocolate with a cherry. Heidi Scholler, you need to send me those. Unless I can find them on Amazon. Oh, the incentive trip demos have seen it already. Ah. Yeah, so currently, well, if it wasn't for the C word, the incentive trip would be happening right now. So for those of you who don't know what the incentive trip is, because I don't presume everyone knows who it is, what it is if you're a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, throughout the year you can collect points for certain things. So if you for every $1, for me it works out about 80 pence worth of product that I sell, I get a point. Every time one of my team promotes, I get, I think it's 2,500 points. If I promote, so it's going up a certain level, I get another 2,500 points. And also when one of my team, when they reach a certain sales target, I also get some points. And I think that's it. It used to be we got points for anniversaries, but they changed that recently. We don't do that anymore. Anyway, if as a demonstrator you collect 40,000 points from October to September, you get to go on the incentive trip. And the incentive trip is usually a cruise. It's not always, but usually a cruise around a really fabulous part of the world. And so because of, you know what, they haven't been able to hold them because it was proving so tricky. Now, is the one happening now actually happening and some people haven't gone on it, or did they cancel it completely? I'm not quite sure. Anyway, just so that you know, the incentive trip that we're working towards currently in this section of the year, so we've got till the end of September to earn our points, is a Baltic cruise, which rarely sometimes I go, ooh, that sounds fun, and then sometimes I'm like, nah, it's all right, I wouldn't want to go to that part of the world, it's fine. Well, this one I really would like to do, and I am currently up to, I think, around 12,000 points, I think. Yeah, so I could do with some of my team promoting. So obviously I try and support this. That's part of my work job, is to support my team and to help them with their sales and their promoting and getting new downline, which is what we call people who sign up to Stampin' Up. We call them downline. And yeah, so yeah, super fun. Okay, what do you think? Do you think I should try it? Do you think I should taste it now while I'm in front of you? The Baltic cruise has changed to the Norwegian fjords. Oh, has it? You know what? I think I still would like to go on that, Janice. Yeah. I love both blue and brown. Oh, shot Heidi. That's not brown, sweetheart. That's red. Yeah. Oh, I know what. I'll type it. I'll do the poll. Hold on. Which is your fave? So the red is on the right. Red. Blue. There we go. There's the poll while I eat my cherry ripe. What's that? Don't tell my husband. What? Oh, you make it with maraschino. You make them. Make them. They don't use glacé cherries. 12 pieces. Oh gosh, that's expensive, Jan. Obviously not Sandra, yeah. Well, I was actually quite excited about the idea it was leaving from Copenhagen because I don't know if Navarana's on at the moment, but I've become friends with somebody because of this channel with someone in Denmark, and I was thinking, oh yeah, get to go to Denmark. I could meet Navarana. Oh, show inside here. So it's coconut. And yeah, you can definitely taste the cherry. Oh yeah, I want more of these, please. Oh, it's got lovely cherry flavour coming through. If you don't like coconut, though, you won't like this. I'd be gutted if I'd won this year. That cruise is to earn this year. I am enjoying it. Thank you very much. Oh, is that a bit of cherry piece in there? I'm quite excited. I can see a little bit of cherry piece in that. That was yum. That was lovely. I could share that with you. I got you, Shaz. Right. I've enjoyed this. I think I'm going to do another one. I know I said I was going to do one. I think I might do two. Oh, that's a shame, Nessa. Yeah, that can be the case. Wow, I've never tasted that before. I mean, obviously, I've tasted cherry, I've tasted chocolate, and I've tasted coconut, but I've not tasted it in that formulation before. Right, now I enjoyed doing that because it's almost like a bit of faux colouring in, isn't it? And I'm thinking I'd like to combine now that with, I think what I'll do is go for the smaller flower. I'm not going to do the big one. Go for the smaller one. I think I quite like it in the pale papaya. Blue is winning. Have to go and get a salt for your paw, but you did put in your vote. Okay. Okay, take night, Claire. Good night, Claire. Not take night. Let's have a look at this poll. Yeah, 72% blue. I'm going to end it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go, 72%. Yes, I was thinking about some green as well, Lisa. Yeah, I've got Forever Fern sitting right here next to me, saying, use me, use me. So let's just do a few clumps of these flowers. I don't think I've ever stamped these in this configuration before. 1, 2, 3. I'm not being strict about the whole making sure they're turned properly. I'm just kind of clumping them together. Oh, I've got a very inky bit there. That was, so you can tell when you've used the stamp in something that's, sorry, you can tell when you've used the stamp in a very, very juicy ink pad because you get a bit of distortion there. There. Right, that will do. I think I might do the flowers in So Saffron. This was Pale Papaya Dawn with, and now I'm using So Saffron. Okay, that's a bit of that down. Right, let's get the old Forever Fern. A little bit of gorgeousness here. And I'm going to use the one that's got a little bit of a kind of bit of a curve to it. And we'll start pale and work our way up. Give a bit of Pear Pizzazz, I think. I've got a feeling that I think I got this ink pad is slightly contaminated because when I stamp that leaf, it's got a bit of something else in it, not just green. Oh well, makes life a bit more interesting, doesn't it? Yeah, it says Pear Pizzazz on it, but not stamping Pear Pizzazz. Stamping Pear Pizzazz with something else. Oh well. Oh, Dragonfly Garden's lovely, yeah. Yeah. Oh, Sandra, I think you're a bit behind on the chat. I think she might be a bit behind. Okay, that's fine. I think I'll stop there with this one. But I still want to use that Pear Pizzazz and use it with a smaller leaf this time. And I just want to put some leaves in here and there. So just taking these and filling up the space. Oh, good, Martina. Yeah, for those of you who haven't seen already, in Artful Stampin Space, which is my Facebook group for all things artful stamping, Martina shared an idea that she's doing at the moment. She's making some file dividers that need alphabets on them. And yeah, they look really fun. Really lovely stamping. So it just goes to show that stamping doesn't have to necessarily just be all about cards and scrapbooking. You can have practical uses like making file dividers and things. You're still waiting for time to craft after receiving your parcel on Monday. Oh! Okay, so now I think we should just go in with the blue. Seeing as blue won last time, should we do blue again? Oh, where are my stamping mats? Put it back on. You have many older sets you still use, and they make my new sets even more interesting. You know what? Yes, I'm sure. Oh, no, it wasn't this one I was going to use. Oh, that was close. That was close. Oh. Right, this one I wanted to use. The rose. I think this is probably my favourite one. My favourite rose out of... Yeah, sorry, I'll rephrase that. Favourite rose, this one out of this one. I prefer this one. But the other flower is very pretty as well. I'm still kind of experimenting to see how far into that flower I should stamp this image. But I love that kiss sound. It's like my stamp kissing the paper. Mwah. Mwah. Gorgeous. Oh, is the show how to go? Oh, hi, Cheryl. Oh, she's just arrived. Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Janice. I thought she was having to go. Okay, right, let's think this through. So then I've got that flower. Now I haven't used... There's another little flower, this one. I guess I could mix in. Oh, no. I was thinking... that hasn't got any flowers on it that I could use. I was thinking of stamping some of these leaves at some point, though. Having a wee think. Right, so I just used Starry Sky. Oh, I just got to check I've got enough battery, guys. What am I on? 41%. Okay, I'm all right. Just going to see if my... I think my light is holding out. Take care, Sandra. Lovely to see you. feel like that light's got a bit darker, but I'm just going to try and hurry up so that I'll get this done before the light goes. Oh, don't forget up there. Right, now I know I've got some little areas I could stick some flowers in, but I'm going to use that other one. Hi, Debbie. Who am I saying hello to? Which Debbie am I saying hello to? Oh, Debbie saying hello to Glenna. Okay, so I've got this little like bunch of flowers as well. Let's see if that'll fit in. Okay. I've got a space here. Little space there. Put quite a lot here. Okay, right. Keep stamping. Just keep stamping. Oh, well done, Sandra. Yeah, you and so Martina, label mail. She has a house full as well. Yes. Hence why she was feeling a bit sleepy. She's been doing a lot of running around. Oh, I hope they settle in well, Sandra. Right. Old olive. Okay, so this is the line art leaf from what's it called? Framed Occasions. And I'm not trying to sort of make them match or anything like that. I'm just building up more texture. That's kind of the aim of the game with this, adding this leaf. It's just more texture. I think I overdid it a little bit with that one. I wasn't thinking very clearly, but that's all right. That's the joy of this kind of creativity, is that you learn the more you do it. You go, oh, okay, so I shouldn't have, that doesn't show up next there if I do that. Oh, bonsoir, Frederic. Yes, this would look lovely as as an anniversary card. Yeah, I agree. Right, I've still got old olive out, and I've got this little leafy thing here now, and I'm just going to stick that one in various spots. And so earlier I was a bit afraid that I hadn't really properly filled in areas, but this is fine. This just helps. It's a nice sort of welcome contrast. Oh, the shape and the size of it is so different from anything I've used already, so it's just adding that another nice layer of something. Very pretty. You will need a substitute for flowing flowers. I'm trying to think what else you could use. Maybe art gallery? I don't know. Okay. I am wondering about adding a little bit of this stuff. Or actually, before I do that, in Orchid Oasis, adding some of these berries. Bear with a second, guys. I'm just going to see if I can plug in my light, because my light seems to be fading. But I just need to bring it quite close to my... Oh, that's not reaching. Hold on, bear with. I've got to set up a Ujimi What's It so that I can plug my light in and clip it in the right place so that you can see what I'm doing. Sorry, bear with. Yeah, see, that's brighter now. I've plugged that in. Right, hold on. Sorry, bear with. I've just got to set something up. Okay. Is that okay? I wondered if someone would say anything about the eucalyptus stamp. I did wonder if anyone might mention it. Good night, Nessa. Sleep well. Just trying to find spots for this wee berry. I'm going to go where I feel it's a bit obvious that they should go, and then once the obvious areas are filled, then I'll go from there. Okay, right, so eucalyptus. Now, normally I would do it in green, but I'm wondering whether to do it in the Starry Sky. Or do you think that's going to be too dark? See, in order for it to show up against the green, the existing green, I just feel that if I go with green on green, it's going to be a bit boring. So I'm thinking a bit of Starry Sky. Do I need a eucalyptus stamp? Do I need a I'm not looking. Avoid temptation. Hi Shaz. I'm actually looking at scheduling some. So which one shoot wonder class would you like to do? I have now taught now how many do I have? I definitely have 2 just normal stamping. There's clusters and lines, then there's hashtag and coming in from 3 points. There's the wreath one, and oh, have I done a new design, guys? Do you remember? Have I done a new one? Do I have a sister that crafts? Yes, Heather, I do. I have 2 sisters that craft. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so Esther from Stampin' Star Creations is my sister. She's also a Stampin' Up demonstrator. And you can blame me for her signing up. And then I have another sister who crafts, but she tends to do more sewing and drawing and stuff like that. Although she does do a bit of stamping. Yeah. You may get to see a little bit more of her actually after the summer, because she has been residing in Zambia, and she's going to be coming back to the UK. So you might see a bit more. Okay, now for those of you who've watched my videos before and also taken my classes, can you see something that's happening that I need to deal with? Answers on a postcard, please. Who can see a problematic area arising that I need to deal with? Let's see who. Yes, Miss Debbie got it. Yes, not necessarily it has to be dottage, but it needs something, doesn't it? Can you see? So what sometimes happens is I will place the flowers to be a focal point, then have all the leaves coming away from it, and then forget about the middle. And then after a while, it becomes abundantly evident that I need to do something to the middle because I've spent so much attention doing stuff outside. Also, do you notice how it seems it's like the flowers have disappeared a little bit? So what I'm going to do is go in with this little floral here. Actually, I might just stamp off to start off with because it might be too strong having that there. And I'm actually going to deliberately put some more blue around the periphery of these peachy flowers just to help them show up a little bit more. And actually there's this lovely leaf here that I might come in and use as well. So I'm just going to cover it up, not cover up, but try and put some extra bits. There we go. Right. Set that aside for a second. Now I don't think I've ever used this leaf. Yep, no, definitely not. Nope, smells like I haven't. Oh dear. When you peel off those leaves for the first time, or whatever it is, you know, because they are quite stuck on. Who's this? Hello, Kathy Sass. Welcome. Are you new to my channel? Oh, you are new. Sorry, I've just seen you say, hello, I'm new. Hello, hello. Welcome. Welcome to the Happy Artful channel of stamping. This leaf is very cute, and look how it just tucks in so fabulously into little nooks and crannies there. And can you see I'm deliberately kind of trying to find the little nook in the rose to pop some green so that it pops the roses out a little bit more. I'm just sort of deliberately stamping around the edges of some of those roses. Now, the only thing about this technique is you've got to almost try not to make it too obvious what you're doing sometimes. But it's a helpful technique when you're trying to make flowers stand out a little bit more. Just pop some leaves behind them, and then it just helps them to show up a little bit more. So, here. Martina's been very funny. Yeah, so if you're new to the channel, please remember it's a public space, so please don't give away your bank details unless you really want to. And yeah, so just please keep comments. You know, imagine your grandma was here. That's, you know, that's the kind of thing we say. Well, we say to the, sometimes say to the kids. We had this conversation with our children about you know, how to behave on social media. And we said, you know, don't post anything you wouldn't want your parents to see. You know, don't send pictures that, you know, you couldn't show to your parents. Keep it like that. So I would say, you know, when you're on social media, just don't post anything that you wouldn't want your grandma to read. Don't give, you know, don't feel you have to give away, you know, even your own real name as well. Some people like to keep their names private, and that's fine. Okay, so can you see the difference that well, I suppose if you scroll back, you'll see the difference that has made, adding those little leaves in and the flowers. And oh, 101 watching. Oh, thank you, everybody. Yeah, so last night I was doing a class, a thank you class for my customers. And so yeah, if you were my customer in March and April and you spent over £50, you should have received the email from me with the details of what we made. So sorry if you couldn't make the class, but I've done a document with photographs and instructions and so forth. So that's my little thank you for shopping with me. And then yeah, so it was fun. We had a few people on the Zoom last night, and I tried out a new fancy fold, and so I probably will share that with you guys at some point, how I did that fancy fold. It's called, funny enough, in the class Martina asked me, oh, what's this one called? And I was like, oh, I don't know. I said something like with a W in it, because it kind of, you create a W. Anyway, I look back, because I'd found the idea off Pinterest. I looked back on the blog that had been linked from Pinterest, and the lady called it the WV card. I meant to tell you, Martina, I forgot. Yeah, so I pinched the idea from somebody else. Yeah. Right, I think I'm going to stop there. Now, we do have a little bit of dottage in Forever Fern, so I am happy to do a little bit. Yeah, wouldn't it be so cool if I had 100 thumbs ups? Oh, there's 103 of you watching now. So if you don't mind, that would be so awesome. Thank you. I know you may get bored of YouTubers asking for thumbs ups. It's basically a way that YouTube figure out what people like watching. So it helps YouTube go, okay, so this group of people like watching this kind of stuff, and so they will recommend my channel to other people who follow maybe some of the channels that you follow, and then also they will recommend you know, things that they think that you might like watching as well, apart from my own channel. So it all helps with the algorithm, you know, that mysterious word that nobody really knows what it means. I bought a t-shirt for a friend actually who's a computer programmer. Sorry, no, he's a website developer, not a computer programmer. And it said algorithm, that word that programmers use when they, something like they don't know what they're talking about, or they don't want you to know what they're thinking, something like that. It was just a funny t-shirt. Thank you, Glenna. Yeah, we're up to 74. Oh, 104 of you are watching now. Woohoo! Thank you, guys. I think the most amount I got up to, I used to have it on a post-it note, was something like 114 or 124 or something. Please invite more people. Oh, you know what? This is stunning. Can I just say this is stunning? And it's not because I've done it. I mean, it's because the stamps are so gorgeous. Oh my goodness. So, so pretty. Love it. Let's see if there's anything else I can put in here to make it even more beautiful. I don't think I can. No, I think that is it, guys. I'm done. I'm done. I love this one the best. Oh, thank you. A t-shirt for Glenna that says, I stop for dotage. Can you make the wallpaper for my house, please? Oh. Well, you guys can stamp this as well if you've got these stamp sets. So I'll go over the colours with you and stamp sets. So I use framed occasions. I use that one, that one, that one, that one, and that one. I use Forever Fern. Oh, hold on. Sorry, the lighting. I forgot about the lighting. Forever Fern. I used that one and that one. And then Flowing Flowers. I used all the flowers of that one. And then, oh, where's it gone? The flower one. Oh, there it is. Happiness Abounds. Yeah. So, now I didn't use the leaves from this. I think I might just have to rectify that right now. I think that is what, you know what, I was looking at this just before I said, oh, I'm done. I'm thinking, there's something missing. Yes, très délicate. Or délicat. Sorry, not délicate, délicat. Yes, mais oui. Oh, shouldn't have done that. I regret doing that, but never mind. It's non terrible. It's so whimsical, isn't it? I think that's partly why I like it. It's just so full of whimsy. And the colours, the peach and the blue and the green, just such a simple colour scheme. Oh, did I use Saffron as well, I think, as well. Oh, magnifique. Right, so Happiness Abounds, Flowing Flowers. Forever Fern, and Framed Occasions. And it almost feels like it's got way more than that. It feels like it's got more stamp sets than that. The lower right corner needs something. What, this corner here? What do you... Oh, just here. You know what? You might be right. There we go. It needed dottage. There we go. Right, so the colours in this one were Starry Sky, Orchid, Oasis, Pear, Pizzazz, and Old Olive. So Saffron and Pale Papaya. Now I've come up with colour schemes like this before, where you basically have like 3 different colours, but you have a light and a dark of each one. And well, I know that's more yellowy than that's peachy, but I hope you kind of get what I mean. That if you're looking for a very what's the word I want? Cohesive colour scheme, choose 2 of each colour. And that way you end up with a really wide range of colour options, especially when you've stamped off. So Mary was lurking, was she? Hello, Mary Hulk. Hello. Sorry, someone was talking about classes earlier, and sorry, I then didn't look up to see what your comments back were regarding that one. Sorry, what did that person say that they'd like to do? Okay, so if you missed earlier, Mary Hulk, this is what I did earlier. So go back and watch that. And so the colours in this one were again the So Saffron and Pale Papaya, but also Petal Pink. Okay, so that was stamped as the base, and then we diverged. We did Starry Sky and Orchid Oasis for that one, and then Real Red, Poppy Parade, and Pumpkin Pie over the top for this one. You'd like to learn a similar one to what I've stamped tonight. Okay, so I think you would probably need to do clusters and lines, Shaz. So if I just show you I've got a class file now that I keep all the examples in. So clusters and lines is the first the first class that I teach. It's called Class 1. And the reason it's called clusters and lines is because you learn how to stamp in clusters and lines. Funny that, isn't it? So there we go. So that's one that I would teach you. Now, obviously, there's some retired stamp sets in this, but we'll swap them out. But yeah, that one's using flowing flowers. So I would teach you how to do this. And just to show you for reference, that's the same cluster that you would do, but this is with different stamps. Then lines, you will learn how to stamp in a line with smaller clusters and leaves, and then if you choose to, you can also do stenciling or background stamping. So that's another set of lines. And oh, there's some lines from way back when Beautiful Friendship was still around and Snowfront was still around. So anyway, so that's the clusters and lines. Yes, it is for beginner. Well, it's for people who are wanting to learn foundations in this type of stamping, Kathleen Bardier. Yeah. So quite a few people on here. Can you give a wave or a thumbs up in the chat if you have done clusters and lines? And then the one that people like to do, some people like to do straight after that, is the wreath, because once you've done that, you've kind of got the foundations for figuring out the wreath. And then the hashtag and the tri-cluster, yeah, that's the word I wanted. I'll quickly show you what that class is. It's stamping on a 12 by 12. On a 12 by 12 piece of card, but you stamp, so it kind of builds on the lines, but this time you do 4 lines, but in the points where they meet, you do a bit of a cluster. So that's it in the pine cones, and then that's another version. So that's 3 different versions there. And then this is what I call the tri-cluster. So it's having 3 clusters coming in. And that's actually done with flowing flowers and ranunculus. That's done with the dahlia from a year or so ago. And that's done with the dahlia again. And then have I got one more? No, that's it. So that's three variations. But basically I teach you the principles and you just use whatever stamps you have. Oh, look at all those thumbs ups. Thank you. Can't walk a straight line nor stamp straight, says Cindy. Sorry, I've just got to scroll up because I can't see your comments. You started with dottage the other day. Oh, cool. Okay, so if I put together some dates then for both of those, so that's class 1 and class 7. Yeah, that's class 7. Okay. So if you don't follow me on Artful Stampin Space or my Artful Stampin page, that's what you really could do with following, because that is where I announce classes. Unless you email me. If you don't do Facebook, you need to email me. So ruth.trice@gmail.com. There we go. Right. 101 watching, 83 likes. Thank you so much, everybody. I'm quite happy with that tonight. Lovely to see you all. If you've got any questions about the products I've used, about the techniques, or I don't know, anything I may have said tonight, please just email me ruth.trice@gmail.com, and I'll be pleased to answer your questions. Oh, the classes cost £20, by the way, and PayPal I just invoice everyone £20 and then PayPal do the exchange rate. And let me know if you do email me about doing a class. Can you just let me know where in the world you are? So if you're in the States, usually they take place in the afternoon, because I usually start at 7 p.m. my time. But if you're in South Pacific, then I usually do them morning my time. Yeah, you're right, Martina. I keep meaning to write one blog post with all the information, but I just keep having other jobs to do. So I will try and get that done. Yes, Martina. Can you keep reminding me, keep bugging me to do that? Yeah, I keep meaning to do one blog post, maybe one file on Artful Stampin Space, and then, yeah. Right. Thank you so much for your company, everybody. It really does make my job so much fun being able to talk to you guys while I'm stamping. So I really do appreciate every single minute you guys spend with me, because it's just so much fun. All right. God bless everyone. Have a good night, y'all. I'll join Facebook to see about classes. Okay. Yeah, the link is in the description below for my Facebook links and everything. So take care, everyone. See you soon. Bye.